Summer and the summer break are the time for creative ideas and for new approaches. And maybe your approach, your idea is to bring mobile robots to your brownfield facility. That's why we're going to dedicate some time to discuss where the mobile robots work in brownfields, what hurdles you might face, and how to tackle them. Stay with us and enjoy. And let's use this beautiful environment, this beautiful setting around here to bring some nice value to you guys. See you in a second.
Automation Awakenings, your weekly dose of best practices for logistics automation.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Automation Awakenings podcast. Together with me today in our beautiful natural setting, sitting below a damn huge tree that has been long here before mobile robots arrived, and chatting about things that are important for you. So we hope.
Absolutely. And today we will deep dive in the topic of brown versus greenfield. Yeah, like we see here, automating here outside would be pretty easy as, yeah, you have infinite possibilities. But most of you out there are working in a brownfield environment and you would like to automate there, but we heard often that it's difficult, it's even not possible.
Right.
Only if we recreate a whole area, if we add another building, then we will think about automation. And spoiler alert, it's wrong. Of course, you can automate in a brownfield, but it's more complex and you have to consider other things. And this is what we will talk about today.
Yeah, very important topic. Very often, I would say a mental hurdle that
For
you
sure.
that you have to take.
Yeah.
But let's break it down step by step. So, yeah, brownfield plants or facilities are facilities that have been there for some time, that have been constructed long before mobile robots arrived, same as this tree here.
Yeah.
It's also brown, by the way. So we even have a color match. And we now see that many companies are thinking about automating exactly those facilities with mobile robots. And it's going to be an episode where I'm going to rely a lot on Oliver's know-how. As our hardware guy, he's the perfect person to answer these questions. And therefore, let's start nice and easy. Ollie, brownfield automation possible, right?
It's possible, yes, but it comes with hurdles and challenges. And
Let's talk about the hurdles.
let's talk about the hurdles, and maybe let's start nice and easy with the obvious and simple ones. You go into your warehouse, what do you see? Cracks in the floor, the aisles are super narrow. It's already difficult today to drive through with your pallet jack. Yeah, these are the typical issues we are seeing and what is hindering us to automate. But I can already tell you, all of these first hurdles can be changed. Yeah, you can fix your floor. You can think about your aisles width. Is it possible to change it, to rearrange, to relay out? This is possible for sure, and it's actually not such a big effort as you might think.
How about dirt and this kind of stuff?
Yeah, this is a topic, and
Moisture, dirt, not moisture, sorry, humidity, dirt. There's like this spray oil in the air.
yeah,
Some sun coming in through some windows.
everything tricky, but you can take this as either you can change it or take it as a prerequisite. So let's take the sun. Yeah, there are filters, special foils you can add to either the scanner or to the window, of course, to prevent too much sunlight to get in. And there are many of these little hacks and tricks you can use to make your brownfield
Automation
greenfield
ready.
or automation ready.
Yeah. mobile robot ready.
Absolutely.
Mm,
So that's possible, and you can select the proper robot, of course. One with omnidirectional drive, one that has no problems with hazardous areas like the oil mist. Yeah,
that's the right name.
yeah, exactly. Which might be there in your facility, and this is actually not a green or brownfield problem. Also, in a green field, if you have such machines that produce this mist, you need to tackle that.
That's right.
Yeah, so I would not count it as a brownfield issue.
Mm. Out of your experience, which of these, let's say, let's call this periphery issues are stopping most automation initiatives? What's the classic here?
Yeah, the classic is the aisle width.
The aisle width?
Actually. Yeah, because it's not changeable that easy as the other factors, and you usually get into a fight with other people using the other parts of your facility.
Yeah, usually with production, right?
Yeah, that's the classical
Manufacturing.
fight of all logistics colleagues out there. It doesn't matter if you need more space or a proper, reliable production planning. It's always the same old fight, and it's visible again when you try to automate. And I mean, there's a threshold. Yeah, I would say if your aisle is really below 1 meter or 80 centimeters, then yeah,
Just leave it.
then just leave it. It will be very difficult to automate there, or you drive with a single box approach or dolly approach through these aisles. But yeah, this is a borderline case for automation. But usually there is a solution, and it's worth fighting.
What's a nice aisle width for mobile robots, by the way?
Yeah, it's never enough, but I would say two directional drive with the proper pallet AGV. Then if you have more than 2.5 meters, 3 meters, if also pedestrians should walk there,
Yeah.
this is a comfortable width. Also, to scale in the future with even more mobile robots traffic.
Okay. Yeah, cool. That's definitely a golden bullet. Didn't know that. So so that's a nice number. So that's all periphery problems that
Right.
or challenges, let's call them that way. How about processual aspects? So of course, if you have a greenfield facility, and in the best case, automation or mobile robotics is already part of the planning of this facility, then of course you're gonna tailor your processes 100% automation ready. But how about brownfields now?
Yes, I think you're touching now a point where I would say this is the brownfield automation trap. Because what will happen usually, you will think about your processes like they are today, and you will start thinking about, can I automate this one? So here I have an inbound area, here I have a high rack preparation area, and a pallet jack is used today. So tomorrow I will use an AMR, which is transporting pallets from A to B.
Yeah.
And then you go through your processes and you start automating step by step your manual processes.
Yeah.
That's possible. Sometimes it even brings savings directly, and you can do that.
Yeah.
But as always in automation, you need the big picture first. And here on our customer side, I see often a lack of fantasy and lack of fantasy how an automated warehouse or a fully automated facility could look like. And this goes, of course, beyond the borders between logistics and manufacturing and dispatch and so on. This is always a holistic approach, to use this nice buzzword here. And it needs creativity to think in automated processes and no longer in manual processes that were automated.
And by the way, that's something we support our customers a lot with. So we consult on brownfield implementations, applications, processes to make them automation ready for mobile robots. We also select the appropriate mobile robots. And I think that's also a topic we should take a look at the moment.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have the big question, can I go with an AGV in a brownfield or do I need an AMR in a brownfield?
Yeah, great question. And this brings us to the big philosophy of automation. Should I allow process failures, or are these anyway process failures, if an AMR is required because it needs to go around obstacles, or it needs to use different routes? Or is this something? Is this part of the new logistics world? Yeah, and here we could spend several hours talking, and many experts have a different opinion on that. And I would say even my personal opinion changed in the last months.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yes. Now I'm fully convinced, even more, that you need to solve your process issues. Yeah, to a big extent before automating, and not starting automating because there is certain pressure. This will work, but in the long term you will have the problems.
Yeah, I somewhat agree to this. At the other hand, I'm also hesitant, to be honest, because, and I think I'm still committed to what we used to say as a mantra in the beginning, and that was start with an AMR first. And I still think for your first project, for your first application, just keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Don't start touching processes. You have no idea what you have to change because you never used mobile robots. So really, go ahead and try to automate it in a stable, successful way, to use this as a platform to then continue to scale in your facility. And that's the moment where, with the know-how and the learning that you collected with this first project, you are actually able to
Yes.
to think and design processes in a way that they are automation ready, which would also mean that they are ready for AGVs, right?
Yes, and this is still valid, of course. And this AMR project will fit for sure to all other projects you are doing, also if they are AGVs, especially if you were consulted by us, of course. Then we would take care of that topic. Maybe another mantra regarding this brownfield greenfield topic, what I really like when designing the new automated processes in a brownfield factory, is the Greenfield-for-Brownfield approach. So you actually work as if it's a greenfield, and you don't start with, oh yeah, but here my aisle is too narrow, here I cannot change the process, here is a big supermarket which was just bought.
Yeah.
That's also a typical problem I often hear. We just invested 100k euro for this nice dolly supermarket, we cannot change it now again. Well, at least think about, in a scenario, what would happen if you get rid of it. Yeah. And this is what I mean with a greenfield for brownfield. This also helps your mind to open up towards automation.
So that basically means remove all your restrictions and just pretend you are in a green field.
Yeah.
And just design it in a way you would do it if you had all options lying on the table and ready to be configured in a way that they would make most sense for you and your mobile robot strategy or approach.
Yes, absolutely. This is my recommendation. It's much better than this piece by piece puzzle building of your automation strategy. Start on an open greenfield and then go backwards. Like, okay, but this is really not changeable. And then you take it aside.
Yeah.
And this strategy, and at the end, your layout and your new processes and your automation world will be much more successful than with the piece by piece approach.
Are these already the ending words?
This sounds like ending words, right? And I think, yeah, we have exactly 15 minutes.
I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. But after recording, I don't know how many episodes with you, which we always try to keep at 15 minutes, I think there is a certain gut feeling that those 15 minutes are already reached. Not because we have to cut it here, but I think we want to keep it in nice small chunks for you, also to be able to listen to it and to not get bored out by our debating here. So yeah, let's enjoy this summer day. Let's go and have some lunch in the sun.
Wonderful, Matthias. Have a wonderful summer and see you in 2 weeks, then probably back in our office studio.
Exactly. Guys, take care. See you soon and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This was another episode of the Automation Awakenings podcast. Visit us at automation-awakenings.com.